Welcome everyone. Good evening and hello. My name is Coach Vanessa. If you don't know me, I think mas kilala niyo yung mga guests ko tonight. Kaya kayo nandito, I don't know. But anyway, they are so ready to go, except for one. So, ang sasabihin ko lang po sa inyo is hindi po ako host, hindi ako TV show host ha. Coach ako, more on coach ako, pero I'm just here because it is Women's Month and I want to empower more girls and ladies and women and even, well, everybody, okay? So just empower everybody to share together because I always believe kasi naman talaga na if we share stories together, we learn from each other, di ba? So, yun naman talaga ang pinaka-goal ng ating show for this Sunday. So, last week, meron tayong swim. If you missed that one, it's already on my Pinaytri live stream playlist. So, hanapin nyo lang po doon. Nandun sila Coach Betsy, sila Coach Ria, at saka sila Athena Bagas for the swim. And tonight, naman is bike! Yay! So, wala akong clapper. So, ako na lang magka-clap. So, natatawa ang ating mga host kasi wala akong clapper. So, let us not, wag na natin patagalin ito guys para makakain na tayo kaagad. But, and no further ado, okay? Wag na natin walang ano to kung sinong pinaka malakas, sinong pinaka hindi malakas, wala lang. No, ano ba tawag doon? Walang ano? No numbering. Charot. Ayun. So, don't forget also, don't forget to ask questions. Please ask questions. And, nga pala. Yes. We have special prizes from Perskindol. Okay? And also from Vitargo. Okay, and also from Max GXL, okay, and sino yung isa? Apat to. Okay. Ay! Siyempre, My Daily Collagen. Nandun sa ref. Sorry naman. nandun sa ref yung My Daily Collagen. Don't forget to share this link. Yan. Ayan na po. Yan. Please share this link on your Facebook wall and that will be your raffle entry to win those prizes na pinakita ko. Okay? Okay, let's go. Game na. Di talaga ako host Charot. Okay, without further ado, let us call our first host of the night. Siya ay super endurance athlete and I am so happy that she is here because you can ask all of your lady questions to her because she is our medical expertise. Okay? Ayan po ang ating first contestant talaga. First guest, si Dr. Marivic Tan. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you for having me, Coach Van.
Yan. So, guys, if you have any medical questions later, kanina nag-usap na kami nila second guest. Meron din daw siyang question. So, she is the perfect person to ask. Di ba, Doktora?
I hope to answer all the questions.
Charot. At saka siklista siya, guys. Siklista. Doktora, wait lang. Ano ang longest na distance na na-cycle nyo na?
200, 3 days in a row. So, we did the tour of Cebu last November. So, it was a day event. 200, 200, 150 yata. Something like that.
Wow. Okay, so now, there you go. So now we know, siklista ito. Siklista. Okay. Sige, for our second naman, Doc. Sige. Our second is, naku, kilala nyo na to eh. Lagi nyo nakikita yan eh. Kulang na lang talaga magka-billboard yan sa EDSA. Or meron na ba? Meron na bang billboard sa EDSA to? But anyway, she's our super sweetheart. And we've known her for many years. And I'm so happy na at least kachika ko na siya ngayon, di ba? Kasi lagi ko na lang siya nakikita sa YouTube. Hanggang fangirling na lang ako sa kanya. But anyway, here we go. Our Eloisa Regaliza is with us today. I'm so happy.
Hello, everyone! Hello, everyone! Kala ko wala na naman ako sound. Okay.
Oo nga.
Okay.
Glowing na glowing si Eloy. Hey, how are you, Eloy, today? You're so busy.
Kaka-upload ko lang ng kanina. Tinapos ko na para wala nang iisipin ngayong chika natin. Yan.
Yay! Ready na si Eloy sa chika.
Yes. And ako yung marami tatanong kay Coach, kay Doktora. So, in behalf of other girls din. Yan.
Yay! Ayan, ang dami na. We have 32 people online. I think 64
Hello, good
is
evening.
watching. Yan. Okay, so ayan na. Mamaya, kung anong gusto niyang tanungin kay Eloy, tanungin niyo. Okay?
Sige. Thank you po pala, Coach Van, for inviting me sa...
And thank you for coming. Ayan, si ating third guest is ready. Ayan na. Ang ating third guest ay close to my heart. Okay. Kasi kilala niya na daw ako nung bata pa ako, pero hindi ko na siya maalala. Okay. We have our Pinay bicommuter advocate. She is the founder of the group na ngayon ay palaki na ng palaki, and also for the protection of women's rights in the road or off the road, whichever. Ayan po ang ating heroic na si Miss Jeremia Amar Nanay. Ayan.
Hello. Good evening po sa inyong lahat. Salamat. You can call me Jerry po. Jeremia Estulong. Yes, kilala ko si Coach Van kasi pinsan siya ng kababata ko, si Christine. So pag bumibisita siya sa Villamor, we were military kids that time. So pag bumibisita siya sa Villamor, nakikita ko siya. So yun, pero hindi nila ako matandaan.
Nako.
Sige, okay lang.
So Ate Jerry ba ang tatawag ko sa'yo?
Uy, bata pa ako. Pwede naman, ate.
Diba? Sige. Si Ate Jerry. So, noon nakita mo ba ako? Gusgusing pa ba ako noon?
Parang chubby ka nun.
Chubby.
Pero ngayon,
yes.
you're very buff.
Buff. That is the
Buff
word.
talaga.
Wait, wala na akong muscles. Siya. Ayan, so let us begin the chikahan, guys. Walang formalan dito. Chikahan lang po tayo. Okay, so ipapasok ko na ang ating mga girls. Oh my goodness, ayan na sila. Meron pa tayo isang guest. Medyo late lang siya, pero special yon, guys. Ayan. She's a doctor host. May nagtanong na kaagad. Yes, doktora po siya. OB-GYN si Doktora Marvic. Okay. For our first question, sige, the topic is just going to be, thrown to my girls, and bahala na sila kung sino gusto answer nito. I want to know, sa kay Dr. Marabic, let's begin. Ano? Oh, paano ba begin ang iyong fitness journey, Doktora?
I started actually very late, Coach Van. I was already nearing 40 na, almost 40 years old. When I started, I wanted to lose weight. My cholesterol levels were going up, and I just needed to get into something to get me healthy. So I started with running. So I actually started as a runner. And then my coach got into triathlon, my running friends got into triathlon. Ayan na. And since then, it became a very serious hobby.
Sobrang, as in serious na ba? Hindi na ba? Hindi na nakakatawa. Hindi na nakakatawa. Ay, wait lang. I will share the picture ni Doktora nung kanyang, saan to, Doktora? Yung nakaswimming ka. Napaka-sexy. Ayan o, tingnan mo. Ayan, ayan.
That's probably in either South Africa during the World Champs. I think that's South. Yeah.
Yes, correct. Oh, South Africa. Ano yan? Full Ironman ba yun? Doktora? 70.3. Have you done a full Ironman?
No, that was supposed to be in my agenda until COVID came.
Oh. How about this June? Are you thinking about it?
No, not ano. I haven't been serious with training due to life. I was busy with the COVID efforts then in Cebu. So, lay back muna. Pero, di bale, when we defeat COVID, ayan, that's my next goal.
Ay, okay yan. Malapit na yan, Dok, no? Tingin mo.
Yes, hopefully. Nabak
Yun.
na ako. Ganun na ako.
Di ba? Yun. Grabe yung the COVID thing, guys. Pero nakikita ko talaga si Eloisa. Parang walang takot. Laging nasa labas. Eloy. Ayan. Eloy? Hello?
Yeah, I'm mute.
Ayun. Sorry.
Yeah.
How has it been when you have been biking a lot outside? Hindi ba kayo natatakot sa
Actually,
virus?
sa akin, mas natakot ako na tumaba ako nung COVID. Nawala na ako masyadong exercise. May part na isang buwan talaga na parang nadala nung last year. Exactly, tomorrow is yung anniversary ng lockdown. So, parang may month na parang wala talaga akong binike or talagang totally Netflix lang kain. So, parang nung medyo at ease na, talagang I try na ibalik yung routine talaga. Kasi iba yung pag nagmabike ka, may exercise ka pag umaga. Parang mas okay yung utak mo about to parang mag-isip ng mga things na dapat gawin, mga ganyan. So, yun ko. Pero, when it comes to, yun nga, we wear mask pa din. Yun nga lang, mahirap, pero kailangan. Yun. And then, social distancing. Lagi na, ang nadagdag na, alcohol, social distancing, mask, extra mask, lahat na.
Pero grabe, Eloy, never ka nag-isip, never ka what do you call this, indoor training? Nag-indoor training ka ba?
Nag-indoor training ako, nag-start po ako nung nag-lockdown na, May parang nagkakaubusan na ng indoor trainer, buti na lang may nahanap akong mabibilan. So yun, may isang punta na sinulit ko yung mga free trial tsaka mga tapos nag-subscribe ako sa Zwift. So yun, kaya parang din yun. Nag-Zwift din ako noon. So,
Oy, congratulations sa bago mong smart trainer. Saan galing yun?
Yeah. Yeah, hindi ko pa nga hindi ko kasi tina-trial ko pa lang. Pero hopefully maano natin. Tsaka may plano din ako virtual race. Coach Van,
Yes!
nakikita ko lagi ka
Oo. Pwede ba namin ikaw i-add sa team?
Yes, sure.
Oo, sa
Para,
CPH.
yes po, sure.
Go, go, go. Ay, si Doktora. Doktora Marivic, nag-indoor ka rin ba?
Yeah, I do also. Once a week, instead of going to the road for my time trials, I do it indoor. Kasi nasubukan ko na kasi humalik ng bus. Oo.
Oh no, grabe.
I had a very bad accident. Buti naman na-crack lang ang helmet ko, pero yung matigas na ulo ko hindi pa naman
Okay
So,
naman.
naman.
Yeah, but the helmets are talagang sabi nila it's supposed to crack. Sabi
Yeah.
ni Papi Jingo.
Pressure goes all the way to the head eh. So, buti nag-crack.
Correct. Ayan.
Yeah,
Si
pero
Dok-
bago pa CT scan, bumili muna ako ng bagong helmet. Ganun
Ah,
na.
yung iba may warranty. Kaya, sulit.
Andyan na si Miss
Especially,
Jerry. How are you? Busy. Busy much.
Hello.
Miss Jerry,
Okay
how
na,
about
busy
you?
kasi sa International Women's Month. Naririnig niyo
Correct.
ako?
yes,
Yes,
yes.
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yes,
My
yes, yes.
question, may question ako sa'yo, Miss Jerry. How
Yes.
about you? Do you want to consider doing indoor cycling now in these times sometimes to make it, make your legs go stronger?
Pareho kami ni Iloy actually. Since I'm a bike commuter for 6 years, medyo nagulat ako na hindi na pwede siyempre magbisikleta. Pero tulad ni Iloy, I would really prefer going out. So, every morning bago ako pumasok for my online work from home, nagbabike ako sa Makati para lang to maintain yung endurance ko, tapos yung stamina ko rin. Kasi before the pandemic, I would bike to Mandaluyong. That's all uphill from Makati. And it was a good exercise for me to help me stay awake. But nung nag-pandemic, medyo nawala yon. So sabi ko, kailangan ko na ibalik yung exercise na yon for me. So katulad din ni Iloy, mas nakakatulong talaga for me na maging alert sa work, and also medyo mawala din yung depression and anxiety sa bahay because of the pandemic.
Correct talaga yung anxiety na yan. I think it's really attacking a lot of us today. And I think um, ako in my personal uh, mga basis right now and how I am, parang ngayon lang nagsisink in lahat ng anxiety. So, I think this sharing to other women how how truthful, you know, how you are, na hindi naman laging nakasmile. No, I think I posted that on my Instagram, and a lot of girls actually said na ayun na nga, feeling na nga nila na sad na rin sila pero hindi lang napapakita. And it's good to share to people, 'di ba? Kasi at least alam nila na everybody's feeling the same, 'di ba? Yun. So, ayan, sabi ang daming grabe daming fans ni Iloy. Nakita mo ba Iloy? Iloy
LA
everything.
everything. Kasi,
Si Iloy.
kasi Eloy everyone, sinadjust lang na. Kaya, is na, hello, Eloy.
Ang galing nga
Anyway,
nun I love it. I love it talaga. Ito si Mary Louise, tumaba ka pala, coach. Yes! Yes, mataba ako dati. Chubby ako.
Ilang kilos ko po dati ko? I mean,
I think when I was at 145. But I'm 5 lang kasi. I'm just 5 lang
yeah,
kasi.
140 kilograms or pounds?
Pounds naman. Pounds naman.
Hindi, nagulat ako. Wow, kilograms! Tapos, sexy na ngayon, grabe.
Pwede na. Medyo mabigat pa rin sa tuhod, guys. Nga pala, speaking of tuhod, nakakailang disgrasya na kayo? Si Doktora sa bus. Iloy, how about you?
Well, sa race and, well, mostly hindi ako yung may kasalanan. yung ibang tao kaya. Pero hindi naman not major. Mga ito lang, sa may score ko yan. So, dun sa race lang, and then, yung sa mga butas ng kalsada, yung, alam niyo po yung maliliit? Yeah, mark na yan. Yung maliliit na sa pagitna, so doon, sa may Rizal, sa Antipolo, may lupa na tinatawag ako doon. So, ang buti na lang nasira lang yung sa jersey dito, pero wala namang any bale. Yun, wala pa naman pong major. At hopefully, walang dito, walang kahoy. wala na
Wala rin akong
sunod.
kahoy dito.
Wala nang kahoy dito. Mamaya.
Sa labas. Doktora, alam mo, naisip ko rin nag-share kasi kami ni Iloy ng mga galos. Kayo, Doc, meron din ba kayong share ng galos?
Oh, sobra. Hindi ko na mabilang. I remember we were together in the race for parang one Subic race. Getting into the race within that week, yung last na lang talaga sana na ride, na aksidente pa ako. Some
No.
hands just suddenly crossed. So, ayun, yung biker in front, wala, tumama ako when he suddenly stopped. So, I had to go into that race with a lot of injuries. Pero race pa rin. Tuloy ang
Oo
laban.
nga. Yung may picture ako dyan na yung pinost ko siya, tapos ang ganda, basta yung logo ko something sa Instagram. Tapos may kita nyo, if you actually look close enough, I have a bruise na ganito kalaki sa puwet ko.
Ah? Wow.
Mamaya, Iloy, tag kita sa Facebook. Ganyan kalaki. Yes, that was 2 weeks before my full Ironman, my first full Ironman in 2018. So,
Pero ang kagandahan sa puwet, at least onti lang yung bali ko. I mean,
diba,
at least dun
nagbabounce ka. Kasi ang lalakas ng mga puwet ng siklista, di ba? solid yung mga puwet ng siklista Okay, let's talk about training. Okay, ayan na. Mamaya, mayroon akong tanong kay Doktora Dita. Eloise, can you share with us your typical, dati, I don't know. You can share now or dati before pre-pandemic or now after the pandemic?
Well, nung pre-pandemic kasi, talagang 5 times to 6 times a week, 1 week rest. Ngayon, medyo kumonti nga kasi medyo kasi busy sa vlogging, and then but at the same time, syempre kailangan din na every morning. So yung pre-pandemic, morning, start 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. At least 2 hours yun nga po. Lagi kasi ako sa MOA. So, MOA laps lang lagi. And then, kapag weekends, I try as much as possible, long ride talaga na more na puro uphill. And then, recently, dinagdagan, parang nag-subscribe na ako sa mga indoor, like, Sufferfest and Zwift, para mas ma-monitor ko lang yung fitness ko. At least may maintenance lang po, kumbaga. Yun.
Sabi ni Candy, bet ko yung malalakas ang puwet.
Dun yung kinukuha yung first
Kung may load, guys, ha? Note nyo lang. Kasi pag walang load ang inyong, syempre, hindi magsistrengthen yung inyong pajak. Okay? So, pag puro low gear, tama ba, Iloy? Tama ba, Dok?
Yeah.
Spinner ka ba, Loy? Tanong lang. Out of the blue.
Hindi masyado. Feeling ko
Hindi,
more
no?
on, hindi masyado. Kasi more on ang ginagawa namin is uphill na yung destination kasi sa Antipolo is more on uphill. So parang
There you go.
hindi ma-practice yung spinning. More on power.
Correct. Note that, girls. Note that, ha? How
Pero
about you,
okay,
Doktora? Ay, sorry. Doktora, how about you?
Ako, before
Light
pandemic,
gear?
before pandemic, I actually just cycle thrice a week because I'm a triathlete. So may swim pa, may run pa.
Okay.
Yeah. So, except there was a time I had an injury. I fractured my my foot, my metatarsal. pero kailangan tuloy pa rin ang training. So, as biking every day, twice a day, like, so that actually gave me a very good load for my next seasons on the bike. So, basically, training, my coach always makes sure I have heels. I have a time trial kasi nga Ironman is a time trial, basically.
Yeah.
And then long rides on the weekend. So, yun yung mga spinning rides. So, yun lang actually. It's very simple training.
Cute. Sabi ni Lapuk Adventure. Cute ni Iloy. Ikaw, Lapuk, kanina ka pa.
Nahihiya na ako.
Sabi ni Candy Enriquez, kasi nung twice ako na-aksidente, walang gasgas pet ko. Well, good for you. Di ba? Tama, good for you. So yun, girls, natutunan ko in the past 2 minutes, load. Huwag ka masyadong mag-spinning, di ba? Kasi nagpapalakas talaga siya ng legs. And mas mabilis kayo pag walang, pag hindi hapo, no? Tama ba, Eloy? Ganon din ba sa inyo yung training nyo? Yeah. Wala lang. Wala sa questions ko yun, pero tinanong ko sa kanila.
What do you hapo? Sorry, hindi ko.
Hapo yung yung pagod ka kaagad. Pagod.
Opo.
Out of breath.
Hindi pag spinning kasi, pag more mas, tawag dito, mas tumataas agad yung heart rate. So, tama. Yeah.
Ano naman to sabi ni Marcos Jacob? Mas cute si Coach Van. Loko-loko!
Yeah.
Shoutout! Sige na nga, shoutout Marcos! Kanina pa siya. Oh! Sabi ni Oman, love you, Eloy.
Aming fan.
Sana ba nahihiya na ako? Joke
Ito siya. Eloy, everyone. Dami. Almonds. New biker here. Tips paano makayanan ang paahon. Please, okay, take it away. Sinong gusto
Feeling ko yung si next ang makakasagot dyan. Mas malakas yung umahon kesa sa akin. Sagutin natin. Kaya yan. Feeling ko siya yung mas makakasagot dyan.
Sige, Mons. Mamaya yung aming pang-apat na guest, nandyan yan. Tatanungin
mas
natin.
Mas best yun sagutin. Tayin mo siya.
Correct. Okay.
Pero
sige.
mamaya din, makikiano din ako. Pero gusto ko matutunan sa kanya.
Iba rin kasi yung mountain bike. Girls, kasi sa mga viewers ko, yung mga natin ngayon, yung ating guest, si Eloy is a road biker.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
Si Dr. Maririck naman has a tri-bike and a road bike, okay? Pero triathlete siya, so makikita nyo iba rin yung position niya sa kanyang aero bars. And si Mami Jerry naman, si Ate Jerry, ate, naman siya, bike commuter. So, siya, yung, ano pang bike nyo? Gravel bike?
Mountain bike.
Jerry?
Mountain bike.
Mountain bike din siya. For city biking, no? Correct. So, si Ate Jerry naman, yung mga pasikot-sikot. Alam mo, wait, may tatanungin ako kay Ate Jerry. I am so believe na believe ako sa inyo. Si Eloy, si Jerry, ang lalakas ng loob nyo sa labas, my goodness. Alam mo ako, hindi ako lalabas ng mag-isa. Pupunta lang ako sa, like 300 meters from the gym, going to the Alabang Town Center, that's 300 meters. Takot na ako mag-bike. How do you guys do that?
Gusto ko malaman yung kay Ma'am Jerry kasi bilang lagi siya commute.
Yes.
Siguro siguro nasanay na kasi ako dahil 6 years na. So, medyo hindi na talaga bago yung buong scenario sa Metro Manila tsaka sa mga city. So talagang, mga kasama mo, jeep, tricycle, pedestrians, halo-halo na. So it's really like that na sanayan. Pero talagang nung pandemic, syempre, may extra precaution na kailangan sundin. Pero, ayun nga, talagang importante rin na i-balance mo lahat. Kasi kung hindi ka rin lalabas at hindi ka, kasi maganda na prinomote ang pagbibisikleta during pandemic. So in a way, naging outlet yun ng marami to really go out and do some exercise. And yun nga, so in a way, okay siya. Okay yung nangyaring ganong advocacy with regards to cycling.
Yun nga lang, di ba,
Si Iloy.
Miss Jerry? Yeah, si Iloy, si Iloy. Ikaw, Iloy. Bilib na bilib
Yun
ako
nga.
dyan.
Paano ba? Yun nga. Natutunan kong mag-solo ride kasi ang meet up namin, tama ba? Okay ba yung, okay. Natutunan ko mag-solo ride kasi ang meet up lagi namin is Antipolo and sa Pasay pa ako. So, talagang inaaral ko yung simula Pasay, ang route ko is Pasay, medyo malayo nga nung una. Pasay, Makati, Mandaluyong, Marikina, tsaka lang ako mapupuntang Antipolo. So, yun yung tinuro sa akin ng Google. Parang, nung natutunan ko yung route na yon na papuntang Rizal, parang naano na ako na, ay, mag-solo ride kaya ako. Yung pag may mga times kasi na parang, syempre hindi naman nagkakatugma-tugma yung schedule ng mga kasama mo. So, ang ano ko is, gusto ko kasing mag-ride talaga. Gusto kong pumunta sa Sierra Madre, ganyan. So, ako na yung gumawa parang lakas lang ng loob talaga. And then, like Ma'am Jerry said, you have to take extra precautions, lalo na ngayon sa COVID, ganyan. And then, yun, mas marami namang mababait na tao eh. Yun.
Oh, okay. Sige, sige. I will put that in mind. Pero papagalitan ako ni fiancé. Lagi yung nagagalit. Oo, as in, mag-ano lang ako, magnunuvali ako, magsusolo. Naku, takot na ako nun, ano. Lalo
Kasi
pa yung
yung
pupunta
freedom
Antipolo.
yung parang iba yung feeling minsan kapag, alam mo yan, nagbabike ka and solo ride and maganda yung tanawin, ganyan. So,
Sama mo
yun
ako
yung mga
next
gusto.
time.
Kasi more on, yes, minsan, Coach Van, ride tayo. Okay.
Ang layo
Ang
nga
Jerry
lang,
and
parang
ang
nyaki
Maribik.
ako.
Kasi
Paano ba
Maribik
yun?
ka na sa Cebu.
Oo, puntahan natin
Punta
sa
ka
Cebu, dali!
Sa Cebu kayo.
Yung
All my
Maribik sa
guests.
April, baka pumunta. Chaya?
Ay, char! Ayun na.
Ayun, bakit sinabi? Joke.
I'm para mahabol kita.
Hindi po, riding lang. Kasi gustong-gusto ko talaga mag-ride dun sa Cebu. Nakapunta na po kasi akong Cebu. Tas, ang maganda sa Cebu, diretso lang, yung geography na, diretso lang. So, pag gusto ko ang south dito, pag gusto ko ang north dito, wala nang liko-liko, ay naman ganyan. Tapos maganda yung kasada nila. So, ano talaga, gusto ko talaga.
Nako, pag
maayos
nagandahan ka sa Cebu, masarap pang pagkain dun.
Yes.
Yun actually yung minsan reason why we wanna go out and bike para
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Uy,
Yes,
No.
it's true.
oh, nawala ako dun. Hello. Ayun. Sorry naman, pagkain lang nawala na ako, pagkain lang pinag-usapan. Okay, sige, speaking of pagkain, sige, dito na tayo. Ano ang favorite nyo na post-workout? After? Lamon! Ako.
Kayo, Miss Mary Vic. Ako,
I take a protein pero pansit.
Pansit.
Carbs.
Yun
Ako
naman
bukod juice. Lahat ng juice. Basta juice.
Well, ako kasi minsan walang available na pagkain, so dapat may stock up na banana talaga. Yun yung pinakamadali. Sa favorite, syempre, well, banana yung, hindi ko naman favorite, pero yun lang yung laging available kasi. Saka kasi, di ba kailangan after ride kasi, lalo na pag long rides, kailangan mag-recover ka agad ng food and water. So, yun, banana yung go-to snack.
Ako naman, coach, not more on food, but because of the stress of by commuting sometimes in the metro, so I need some outlet. Not so much on food, but like, watching movies or something that will take your mind out of it, because yun nga, may nakakasagupa ka ng mga hindi nire-respetong mga kababaihan sa daan, bubusinahan ka ng walang katapusan. So, yan yung talagang hinaharap ng bike commuter. Ang bike commuter kasi majority hindi naman talaga ganun kalayo ang binibisikleta. Pero siguro probably majority of us, the outlet is really something that just a change of atmosphere or something to relax on, mga ganon. Or being with the family because the time that you save from, commuting in the Metro Manila, plus all the, di ba pag nagko-commute ka, parang nahaharas ka kasi hindi haras lang only sexually ha, but yung, alam mo yung sa siksikan and pila and everything and, you know, just being able to save time and money for commuting, it's also a big thing for us already. So yeah.
Sobrang I agree with that. Nako, pag di ba pag lumalabas tayo magbike, tapos pagkasama ko yung anak ko, parang biglang ako parang nagiging mama bear ako, na parang
Yes.
sobrang ang laki ng katawan ko, na parang tinitingnan ko. Yung gano'n, di ba? Yung pag may nagbibip-bip, gagawin talaga ako.
Yeah.
As in talagang dapat exage. That's what I tell my students as well. Let the other person know that you are a person. Kasi kadamihan pag yung kikimiki ka lang, kunyari may hiya ka, tapos, huy, ganda, di ba? Parang, para mas matutuwa pa sila, di ba? Parang ganun. So sa akin, uy, thank you kuya, thank you. Ganun pa talaga ako. So, alam mo yun, it's how you actually tell them that you are a person. Ayan na ang ating pang-apat na guest. Ipasok na ba natin to? Pasok na natin, guys, kasi...
Yes.
Sige, pasok na natin. Ang ating pang-apat na guest ay, kilala na ng buong madlang people ng... Ay, natatawa siya, sabi niya, hindi daw. Oh yeah, itong sweetheart na to, guys, it's a small package, but a very, very, very explosive woman in the cycling community. Natatawa siya sa akin, Wait lang, hanapin ko ang kanyang picture para naman makita nyo. Alright, ito ang ating champion ng ating MTB, ang ating reyna ng mga MTB Queen. Ayan po. Ayan siya, natatawa siya. Ang ganda-ganda niya. My goodness. Here we go. We have Ariana in the stream. Woo! Wala akong taga-clap. Pero sige, ayan na. Pasok na namin siya. Hello, Ariana!
Late ako, MJ. Good evening and hi to the viewers.
Hello daw. Hello sa lahat. As in, kanina pa sila look forward to everybody. And also Eloy and also Mary Vic and Miss Jerry. We all have actually a question for you. It's already reserved, no? Sige
Okay,
na.
wow.
But di ba? Question agad, di ba? Pero before tayo mag-question, wait lang. Kamusta ka na?
All good. Sorry, medyo na-late lang din ako today kasi yung training namin, naging whole day siya. And then parang I have an errand I have to attend to. Tapos, so sorry, ngayon lang ako nakapasok, but all is well naman. Naka-recover naman din kaagad right after.
Okay lang. Okay lang. Wait lang, tanong ko lang. Dumating na ba yung pinadala ko sa'yo?
Actually, they texted me. Parang they said na out of stock daw. Parang, I think they're gonna move the delivery to a different
Okay.
date. But that's totally fine.
That's okay. At least it's gonna come in and then you'll just
Yes.
enjoy
No,
it.
thank you. Thank you so much. My dear self is so happy right now with your gift. Thank you.
Si Eloisa, dumating na rin ba yung gift mo?
Yes po. Hello, Yana. Hi again.
Hi, Anay!
Ate ka. Hello.
Grabe!
Oh, I'm so sorry. How do you pronounce her name? Gary? Oh my God, sorry po. Oh my God.
Jerry.
Jerry. Hi.
And hello, Marivic.
Yeah, si Dr. Marivic naman is a OB-GYN. So if you have any questions,
Wow.
siya ang tatanungin natin.
kasi the guys I bike with, they have a big crush on Ariana eh. So tiningnan ko, ito sino ba talaga
OMG,
siya? So tiningnan ko sa YouTube, sabi ko, galing ko. Requirement ba sa MTV na malambot ang katawan?
TikTok queen also.
Sorry.
Yan, ay, sana.
TikTok queen.
Oh my God, hindi ko na.
Magaling requirement daw sa MTV, magaling sumayaw.
Ay, hindi!
Oh no!
Nahiya siya.
Mag-triathlon. Mag-time ako.
Mag-time.
Ano to? Oh my God, sorry. Anak ka, mobile data lang ako.
Okay. Ayan. Sige. Bago mawala yung yung mobile data ni Ariana, tanungin na lang natin siya. Ariana, may tanong kasi kanina. Paano ba daw lumakas sa ahunan? No? Take it away. Go.
For me kasi I started young nung nagtutraining ko ng, oh my God, ng cycling. And I grew up training in Timberland Heights. If you guys haven't been there, it's puro climbs talaga. And you just have to really love climbs. A lot of people don't like it kasi nga mahirap siya ganyan. But to be great at something, you must be passionate, you must love it. Kaya I kind of changed my mindset kasi syempre pag tayo nahihirapan, parang there's a tendency na we just give up at any time. But I've changed my mindset. I've learned to love climbs. And yun nga, since mga Timberland or where else do I go na puro ahon, like going up Sierra Madre, I just follow my dad kasi is my coach. So we have specific programs for climbing. But basically, you just have to go through repetition. So, kunyari, there's a specific program na, let's say, you have to, from point A to point B na uphill, you have to race that. And then, of course, if you have a database on your time sa climb na yon, there are days na, yun nga, mag-race pace kayo. Of course, you have to beat your time. And people should understand na climbs are never easy. You just get faster. Parang ganon. So, ako, I train daily. And yun nga, yung training ground namin is Timberland. So, palaging puro ahon, puro ahon. Kaya ako, I'm actually a climber. And because of my height na rin and my weight, yeah, I'm really, suited for climbs. And yun nga, you just have to love climbing. Ako, napamahal na din ako kasi of course, it's one of the types ng terrain na may hirap eh. But as you get stronger, as you get faster, yun, nakakapanatag ng loob. Kaya, yun guys, love climbs.
Love the climbs. Okay, so
Yes.
hashtag natin yan. Hashtag natin, love the climbs.
Love, yes.
And of course, wait lang. Hindi natin kakalimutan guys na meron ding strength training si Ariana.
Yes,
Tama ba?
correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Can you share your daily
Sure.
or whatever your strength training regimen?
If sa mga viewers, if you don't know me yet, I'm a professional mountain biker. I've been training since I was 12. And kumbaga ngayon, it has been my career. And I train daily. But my rest day is like one day lang. Like, that's every Monday. And yun nga, since I'm a girl, I kind of have to do a lot of homework when it comes to conditioning my strength. Especially that I train with men. Of course, men will always be, yun yung kagandahan ng pagiging babaeng athlete. You'll always have sparring partners. Lagi kayong may boys na magiging ka-training nyo. So on my part, I really focus also on strength and conditioning. And what I do is, I do gym work, which is specific for cycling. Kasi, syempre, a lot of people, especially mga nag-gym dyan, when they go to the gym and then they ask a trainer to train them ko, ano bang workouts gagawin ko? They just, tell you, yung parang general fitness lang ba? But for me, for cycling, there are specific muscles na you have to target. Kaya merong specific gym workouts for cycling. So, for the longest time, bata pa lang ako, nag-gym na ako. And yun nga, right now, I train 6 times a week and there are 3 days in a week na I gym in the afternoon. Kumbaga yun nga, twice a day training. Morning nagbabike ako, and then sa afternoon nag-gym naman. Kaya yun, especially for mountain biking, a lot of your whole body moves left and right, up and down, depending on the terrain. So it's not just stable. Kaya I work on my core and my upper body a lot kasi yung mga babae mas mahina sila on that area. Kaya doon talaga I still do leg days. Kasi it's really important. Pero yun nga, for cycling, akala nila all of the strength or power, you get it from your legs. No, it's actually from your core. So for us females, we have to like really build that kasi nga doon tayo mas mahina. Kaya, yun, to keep up with men, you really have to do a lot of homework talaga. Which I'm blessed na my dad also shares that with me. Yes.
Okay, wait lang. Tatanong ako paano yung squat mo? Is it a heavy lifting? Tapos ilang repetitions? Paano ba yung Kasi iba yung small weights, tapos lots of
Yes,
repetition, ganun ba yun? Or ano
correct.
bang...
Mhm. For me, since I race cross country Olympics, ang race namin usually it's 1 hour and a half in a circuit area. Kumbaga, let's say yung race course is 4 kilometers. So for 1 hour and a half, paulit-ulit namin gagawin yon. So basically, XCO, it's kind of an explosive type of sport. So for me, I have to build a lot of power. Kaya what I do, or when I do lift weights, syempre kailangan muna natin mag-build up ng weight, 'di ba? But with that, as you go heavier, mas nagiging fewer yung repetitions mo. Kunyari, pag nagsa-squats ako, ang lagi kong target na weight is double my weight. Right now, I'm 45 kilos. And when I do mga deadlifts or mga squats, I always try to go 90. So, medyo mahirap siya. But of course, the journey isn't easy. You will eventually get there. So as I increase my weight, I parang lessen the repetitions. Kunyari, sa squats, mas nahihirapan ako sa squats actually. Sa deadlift, I can go over my twice my weight. Mas na-deadlift ko
Masaya ang
yun.
deadlift, yes.
Yeah. But for squats, parang yung na-max ko pa lang is my weight mismo. 45 kilograms. And how much, I think I do 5 repetitions, but the sets is 3. So, yun. So,
Gagawin ko
syempre,
yun.
as you get stronger, you can do more. Do more sets, kumbaga, not the repetition. So, minsan, we also do yung isang buhat lang, but that's like a really heavy weight na. Kagaya sa deadlift, if I go with double my weight, isang buhat lang yon. So, may mga ganong programs, parang to build power. Kasi if you do a lot of repetitions, you're kind of building muscle endurance. So, depends on your goal actually. Yeah.
Oh, may tanong din ako. For that repetition, kunyari yung heavy weight, kasi lifting coach din ako for 12 years in Fitness First. Although nag-close ng Fitness First, so wala nang trabaho. Anyway, anong movement mo? Is it a slow movement or yung slow tapos quick? Explosive movements for the repetitions?
Whenever I do any kind of workout for me, I try to do it at a slower pace kasi syempre you're gonna kinda feel the weight more. And ayoko minamadali yung workouts ko because I know na I'm really gonna build my strength if I take it slowly. So first, the squats, slow down, explosive up. I think yun yung ginagawa ko.
Oo,
I think.
parang negative training kasi power siya, di ba? So, I guess, di ba? Meron tayong natutunan. Gagawin ko yun bukas na din. Charot.
Great!
Wait lang, galing lang akong lagnat actually. So, no VRs for me.
Feel
No
better
training
soon.
muna. Yes, I'll get well soon. Okay, girl talk! Wait. Bago mawalan ng data si Ariana. Okay. Doktora.
Sana abot dito ko.
May tanong kami, girls, lahat. Laging tinatanong ito, ayan na natatawa. Pwede bang mag-training ng meron?
Yeah.
Diba? Kasi,
pag meron, during your period, talagang you feel a little heavy kasi it's a period where may water retention dahil sa hormones, ganon. So you feel heavy, you feel sluggish, parang walang gana mag-training. But the reality is you can train, but don't push it if hindi kaya ng katawan. You probably, those are the times when you can go light. It's just about a week. You can make it your taper during your periodization. So, yun ang pwede mong gawin. Anyway, especially for women who have monthly or regular menses, you can actually, periodize your training according to also when you have your menstrual cycle. Parang ganyan. Some people do that. Pero pag hindi pwede, kasi you periodize based on your race, then probably if tatapat talaga you have heavy training days on your menstrual period, yan, you probably will expect a little less output, but you can continue to train.
Yes, kasi yung sinasabi nila parati, Doc, na parang yung matres daw, parang dahil sa power ni Ariana, 'di ba? Sa strength ni Eloisa, yung parang yung ano na yon, nahuhulog ba yung matres? Sinasabi nila parang nahuhulog daw yung matres. Nahuhulog nga ba siya or bumababa? Parang sinasabi nila.
No. Actually, maganda pa nga yung core training, and then strengthening it, can, kasi yung matres there, it's actually kept in place by yung tinatawag na mga ligaments. These are like parang structures in the body that keep our organs in place. Usually, yung nagkukos ng laxity nito, number one is aging. So whether you're cycling or doing any activity, yon, minsan talagang due to the aging process, wala ng hormones, nagme-menopause na, pwedeng mag-lax yun. Yun ang medyo nagkakaroon ng nahuhulog, tinatawag na nahuhulog na matres. So these are called pelvic prolapse. But in a younger age group before the menopause, that rarely happens. And if it does, sometimes yung mga merong chronic cough, may mga asthma, mga ganyan, because they're bearing down all the time, minsan naglalax yon. But if there's really no problem with the integrity ng structures na yan, kahit anong bike pa gagawin mo, kahit doblehin mo yung weights na ginagawa ni Ariana, hindi mahuhulog yung matres na yan. Yun, that's a reassurance.
Hindi daw mahuhulog yung matres. Yay! Dapat pa yan? Kasi lagi ako
Binibideo
sinasabihin
ko
kasi
si Coach Maribek. Yung
si
sasagot.
Doktora. Nakita ko nga kaya nga Wait lang. Eloisa, may question ka ba kay Doktora? Sabi mo kanina.
About the periods niya, previously kasi napag-usapan na din namin to. Kasi yun nga, ang tanong niyo, Coach Van, is kung what they call this, nag-workout or nagba-bike kapag meron. So, akin, parang 2 years na, gumagamit ako ng, ito kasi hindi natural sa Philippines. So, bago sa kanila yung panahon. Pero yung cup, we have napkins, we have what you call that, tampons, and then now may menstrual cup. So for 2 years yun na po yung ginagamit ko, and then make menstrual cloth din. So yung dalawang kasi na yun yung ginagamit ko for the past 2 years, and grabe, laki ng difference. So ang tanong ko is yun nga, usually ang tatanungin ng mga hindi pa nagaganon is if it's safe ba, Doc? And how, yun yung mostly tanong ko. Kasi ako, based on research, mga ganun, safe. Pero, mas gusto kong from you po magaling, as in, kayo po yung OB.
Actually, it's the cup is very safe. In fact, parang in terms of cycling, because it's in the vaginal canal, so the saddle doesn't really, move it. Yan, meron ng sample.
Papakita ko na. Last time kasi, parang ini-introduce ko to sa mga girls na, yun nga, tinatanong kasi nila ako, paano daw kapag meron, kung nagbabike pa din daw ako. Kasi, oo, nagbabike ako kasi may na-experience na ako na hindi ko alam na magkakaroon na ako. And then, first day ko noon, tapos nagkaroon ako, puro lalaki kasama ko. Buti na lang may isang babae. So, nakakahiya. And then, yun na yung mga moment na ano bang kailangan kong gawin. Gusto ko mag-bike pero meron ako. Kasi, pag meron ka, usually kinakrams po ako. Pero nung nag-bike ako ng gano'n, parang nabawasan po siya. So, yun lang. Yun nga. Scared kasi yung iba sa menstrual cup. So, yun. Gusto ko pang malaman about it. If anong say ng isang OB
Di pa
about
ako,
it. Lalo na sa
di pa ako nakatry nun.
Yun yun. So,
Actually,
yun.
kami kasing possible causes yung menstrual cramp. So, yung iba talagang nagka-cramp because there's really something wrong like mga endometriosis, there's really a pathology. Yun, kahit anong gamitin mo, maging napkin man or cup or the tampons, it won't make any difference. You feel it kasi yung inflammation sa loob talaga siya. It has nothing to do with the saddle or the vaginal canal. But if the reason is yung outflow ng blood, and sometimes kasi sometimes some women when they supposed to be naman magfo-flow lang naman yan if ma-saturate na yung napkin or ma-saturate na yung tampon, then there will be an overflow. So, I guess it should not make a very big difference. But the comfort of the cup, kasi nga hindi siya nag-hit ng saddle compared to a napkin, is a very big difference talaga. So, it's more convenient, tsaka less messy, parang ganon. Hindi mo iisipin yung, ay, parang tabingi na yata yung napkin ko.
Very struggle kasi natin talaga yung napkin and then cycling. So, very disastrous. May times na disastrous siya. Yun.
I have a secret for women out there, ha? You know that I try to program my menstrual cycle according to my race.
Pwede yun!
And yeah.
Menstrual cycle according to your age. Wow.
If I know that tatapat yung menses ko on a race, and it's a very important race for me, it's an A race. Syempre kasi triathlon, may swim pa, may, hindi mo na may, there's very varied requirements because tatlo yung sport. So, as much as possible, you don't want to get your menses during the race. So, pag alam ko na parang pat yung menses ko during that period, the race itself or the race week, I already program my cycle. So, mga siguro, kung alam ko, pag register ko pa lang sa race ko, iniisip ko na yung mens ko. At saka, ayan, magtitingnan ko na when should I take the pill, ganyan. And I know, kasi times talaga na pag papunta na ako ng menstruation, my body feels bloated. I don't know if you feel that also, but if you know the menstrual cycle, it's natural. You'll feel bloated, heavy, tapos parang hindi ka at your 100%, But if you're in the early part, like kakatapos mo lang ng mens, probably 1 week to 2 weeks from the menses, parang peak performance ka, di ba? So, i-observe yan.
Mapansin ko rin pag
yeah, so that's how I cheat my body into making sure that always.
Pwede pala yun, Doc. Hindi ko alam.
Oo. Yan ang women's empowerment, Coach Dan.
schedule, no? Parang first time ko lang nalaman yun.
Pero Doc, do you of course you ask your OB about it, right? I mean, or magpe-prescribe siya.
Yeah. So, do not do it without your OB's advice.
Yes.
Especially when it's the pill because it's a hormone medication. So, it may not be suitable for all. Kaya, the OB has to see you and clear you if it's something that is safe for you. Some people will have aches from it, ganyan. So, it's not always the same effect for everybody.
Okay.
May question tayo. Almonds. What pill po, Doc Marivic? Not planning to take it, just curious.
It's a boy. Nagulat ako. It's a boy.
Almonds? Para kanino ba yan?
Babae ba yan?
No, si Almonds, babae po siya. Kasama po namin siya sa Pinay Bike Commuter
Ayun!
Community.
Ayun.
Hi, Almonds!
Hi, Almonds! Ayan.
Basically, ako personally, I use a low dose pill. So it's 20 micrograms lang because I've been taking time. But if you don't take it regularly and you just wanna change your menstrual cycle, you're probably better off with at least 30 to 35 micrograms of estradiol containing oral contraception. So, but I would suggest see your because you need to be examined first and makikita ng OB kung okay lang ba, is it safe for you to be on the pill. Yun.
Correct. Sabi ni Almonds, I mean, what does the pill do? Stop the period. Actually, it just prolongs it, no, Doc? Tama ba?
Can completely even shift your period na depending on when you're gonna take it, how early or how many weeks before the race or the menses did you take it, it can really alter your period altogether. Like it can shift it 2 weeks early or 2 weeks later. It's really up to you kung anong gusto mo. And the obstetrician can or the gynecologist can help you with that.
Okay. Okay.
Noted.
Eloy, I just want to say, even the female bike commuters, majority of us really also use menstrual cup because
Yes.
kahit sa mga sa amin na nagko-commute talaga, ayun, it's really important na mawala na yung uneasy feel when you're wearing a napkin. So, yeah, number one choice yon. Tapos marami rin ako convinced na mag-shift to menstrual cup sa
Yes.
community.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yun yung
Sobrang
ano
yung
natin,
mga
di ba, Miss
friends
Jerry?
ko.
Yes.
Yun yung laging parang topic natin. Yan,
Yes,
doon.
oo.
Kunin na natin
Kasi
si Eloy doon sa ano.
ang unang reaction kasi, yak, ganon, yun talaga. Pero ako rin naman, parang yun yung initial talaga reaction. But then, parang you search yung benefits niya, environmentally, sa physically, sa sarili mo. Sobrang laking, parang lifesaver nga itong, nung nalaman ko tong menstrual cup, na parang, ang sabi nga nung iba, parang the only thing I regret is parang not starting agad. So, parang yun nga yung parang gusto ko rin i-topic sa tawag dito sa vlog ko. But then
Me
again, I
too.
don't know if
Yeah.
the people is prepared, Filipino or Filipinas is prepared for that. So parang thankfully nandito si Miss Marivic and then Ma'am Jerry to explain to me, and then we can talk about it possible.
I think it's fine. You know, the menstrual cup PH community is very big also in Facebook. So, maraming gumagamit talaga sa kanya. And even in the Pinay by Commuter community, marami po. Coach Marivic, sorry, may sisingit lang po ako. You know, I can see kasi I read some articles in Denmark or in other European countries that they really allow women to bike until even on their 9th month. But in the Philippines, it's really something that is really discouraged as long, pag nalaman mo na nabuntis ka, you know, that's it, you'll stop. So, ano po ba talaga ang reason? But my OB before told me that the main reason is really yung road infrastructure sa Metro Manila at sa Philippines, hindi talaga ganun kasing ganda ng Denmark, and therefore pwede kang madisgrasya. So, and then, of course, maapektuhan yung pregnancy mo. So, ano po ba talagang reason behind it with regards to the Philippine context?
Yeah. Well, first of all, not all women, ako personally, as an obstetrician, when I see my patients, not all my patients who are pregnant are restricted from sports activities. I have patients that run all the way to their 9th month. So, yung mga safe ang pregnancy to continue physical activity, I still advocate running or cycling. One problem lang, I agree, is because in Denmark they have a bike path, and if you've been to Denmark, talagang parang mas konting-konti lang yung tao, walang masyadong yung commuters there, a lot are on their bikes, and they have bike paths talaga. In fact, I remember I was in Sweden, those countries in Europe, talagang even if you're a pedestrian and you happen to be in the bike lane, pag may bike dyan na nakasagasa sa'yo and something, ikaw talagang may kasalanan, di ba? So, that makes biking really safe. That's one. Number two is, pollution and naman, I think as a commuter in the city that the fumes from our mga buses and cars is probably really not safe. So I wouldn't want my patients to get exposed to that. So that's one other reason. And then third is depending on the kind of bike. In Denmark, I think a lot of them are bike commuters. So they go on a commuter bike. And the position sa commuter bike is really medyo upright lang sila. Yeah. But if you're going into road cycling or basically triathlon bikes and all that, mako-compress kasi. So I would allow them to bike, but I would tell them to do it on a commute where they're a bit more upright. Parang ganyan. Yes. So
Thank
those
you
are
so much. Thank you so much, Doc. Kasi buti na klaro rin yan. Kasi, yun nga, marami kasing gusto rin tumuloy. Kasi lang, dahil nabuntis, so hindi na muna nagbisikleta. So, yun. Thank you po.
May tanong ako. Karen. Ano kasi, ang daming tanong. Ako pala talaga nagtatanong. Doc, kasi yung sa cervix ko, it's already operated. So, dati nagkaroon ng cancerous cells. So, tinanggalan na siya ng ilang centimeters. So, ang tanong ko yung sa tampon or pag feeling ko kasi pang may tampon ako, parang parang na-irritate. So, how about menstrual cup? How is that with me? Kasi nandun lang yung blood. Is that okay for...
actually, lahat ng patients na nag-conization or have had surgery on the cervix that substantially nababawasan talaga yung parang length ng cervix. The problem there is that medyo maliit na lang yung path or the distance between the vaginal environment to the endometrium, and that's actually what sheds off during menses, 'di ba? Yun yung nagbi-bleed. So the risk lang talaga of tampons, well, one is irritation, but the cup kasi is placed a little bit not as deep, can be placed not as deep as the tampons, and yung shape niya hindi talaga siya yung tumatama in the ng cervical structure. Ang nakikita ko lang na problem is possibly the fact na malapit na yung endometrium there. So you're at risk for infections, ganyan. So if ever you're going to use the cup or the tampon, you probably have to make sure you follow mga techniques na aseptic or hindi madumi na techniques when you insert, remove, and you have to change the cups probably more often para there won't be too much accumulation. So that's what I think should be observed for patients with shorter cervix na.
Ayun. Okay, see? Ang galing. Saya-saya ko talaga. Girls, may mga tanong pa ba kayo? Doktora, super thank you talaga. Super thank you for that.
I think si Yana kanina may sinasabi.
It's about the cup lang kasi I remembered parang I've been seeing a lot of the menstrual cups na before. And actually, yung boyfriend ko, he actually bought the cup for me. Yung mahal din pala. Pero yun
Yeah.
I didn't have any hesitation naman na parang ear siya ganun. I kind of wanted it kasi for me, sobrang irritated din ako every time I ride with a napkin. Hindi ako naiirita because of hormonal It's because of the feeling na
Masakit
I have to replace
Masakit
it
siya
ganun.
kasi gumagasgas.
Masakit.
Going sa
But then,
what do you call
ang nakakatuwa din with my group, sanay na sila actually. I'm very open to them about being a girl and that. So, may time pa nga na I had a race, tapos bigla ako nagkaroon, and then I think I was dressing up na kasi tapos na yung race. Oh my God, nagpabili pa ako sa teammate ko ng napkin. Sabi ko, oy, pwede mo ako bilhan kasi nasa CR ako. So, parang nakakatuwa din na there are some guys who are really open to that. And ako, thankful ako sa mga teammates ko na hindi sila nandidiri, kumbaga, kahit yung mga wala pang girlfriend or what. So, very open sila. So, I think it's just about like communicating with them and parang letting them get used to that topic. Ayun lang. Yun lang yung ano ko kanina.
Ang dami nating inaatupag. No?
One kapag nag-
No comment. My question, si Miss Riza Garcia. Question po, totoo po ba na may difficulty to get pregnant if super active sa sports or workout ang babae? Ayan. One question again.
For me,
Yes,
Yeah.
Doktora, yes. Mukhang para sa'yo to. Go.
there are instances kasi na if you've heard of the term female triad syndrome or yung tinatawag, they've changed that already to red S or relative energy deficiency syndrome. It's when sobrang taas yung energy output and sobrang konti ang energy input. So that means the food intake does not cope with the training regimen, nagkakaroon ng hormonal disturbance. Isa yon sa, some even do not menstruate na, parang ganyan, nagkaka-amenorrhea. Some go into an anorexia kind of condition, yung parang lalo silang ayaw kumain, parang ganyan. So, that can actually alter the hormones and can prevent pregnancy or make it difficult. It will haywire your hormones. But there are some women naman, like especially those with polycystic ovaries, yung mga overweight na minsan hindi na nga nag-irregular talaga yung menses nila due to the excess weight, yun nako-correct pa. In fact, exercise makes it easier for them makes them get pregnant na mas madali. So, it depends on the condition. Siguro, just make sure that you don't have energy deficiency. You fuel properly during your training. And yun, if you are not in that situation, then the exercise should not prevent you from getting pregnant.
Alright. Thank you so much. Diba? Ako daw kasi, PCOS din ako, Dok.
Yeah.
So, sabi nga ng OB ko, it's because that I exercise, hindi ako lumalaki masyado.
Yes, that's very true. Ako Van, because my specialty is really fertility. I run an in vitro fertilization clinic in Cebu. Kaya, ang na-encounter ko talaga are people na mahirap na to get pregnant.
Nako! Magme-message ako sa'yo momento ka.
And in fact, isa talaga sa reseta ko na constant sa lahat ng pasyente ko is exercise. And hindi nawawala yon. So, if you think that exercising is going to prevent you from getting pregnant, the answer is no. Unless, unless you're already in that zone na nagkakaroon ka ng red S, which is usually more common to mga professional athletes, maybe Ariana, pag kumain. Kaya kumain ka.
Oh. Kailangan pala kumain.
Yeah, to fuel your training talaga. Very important.
Alright, sige. Noted! You have to eat, guys. Noted.
Eat healthy, ha? Eat healthy.
Ay, okay, sorry. Akala ko mapapansin ka na ako.
Ako, lechon na agad yan.
Oo, lalo na pag galing Ironman Cebu, di ba? Lechon agad yung kinakain.
Wow.
Nakakatuwa yun. May mga question pa, girls, ladies?
Well,
Wala.
Well, since kay Ma'am Jerry naman po with Vico meeting, tawag dito. Can we extend or something or
Oo naman. May data pa si Ariana, kayang-kaya pa.
Ang question ko naman is very medical. Ngayon naman is when it comes to bicommuting. So, currently po ba, Ma'am Jerry, ano na po yung sa community ngayon ng bicommuting? When it comes, marami na kasing mas marami na nagbabike na babae ngayon. So, parang as kayo po yung parang ambassador ngayon sa community, ano na po bang update since nung last year? Medyo kung pag-usapan kasi I have a viral photo of that catcalling thing last year na nagbabike ako and then nakatcall ako twice last year. So, that's become a viral thing. Ang dami nag-share. Maraming, nakakatuwa na maraming, na-open yung topic na yun. Pero may iba din talaga na very close-minded about it. So, yun lang po, about that topic lang din. So, parang feeling ko related din sa Women's Month and everything.
Correct, kasama yan sa topic natin today.
It's true. Alam mo, Iloy, in a way, yung post mo, yung nangyari sa'yo, sinubaybayan ko rin yun eh. Lalo na yung mga sagot ng mga tao doon sa pinost mo. And um, in a way, merong advantage siya kasi na-open up yung topic on catcalling and hopefully maraming na-educate kasi maraming sumagot, maraming hindi sang-ayon dun sa ginawa ng mga kalalakihan na yun sa'yo. Marami pa rin palang sumusuporta sa atin na kababaihan. So, catcalling, lagi yung hot topic sa Pinay by commuter community. And we really established the community so that the women at least can open up and say their story inside the private community without the feeling of being harassed or being judged by someone, because inside the community they're very helpful. Tapos yung iba pa doon, alam mo yung pag sumasagot sila na parang, sis, pati kami na experience din namin yan. So malaking bagay din yun sa sharer na feeling niya hindi siya nag-iisa. So, but we continue to fight, we continue to advocate. Hindi talaga natin, ako personally, hindi ko siya ina-advise na you answer back. Tama yung ginawa mo that you report it to the authorities. Kasi hindi rin natin alam kung anong iniisip ng mga taong to or makasaktan lang tayo or something. And we do have families, we do have a life. And it's really important that we act on it wisely, especially at this time. So ayun, malaking tulong yung ginawa mo. It was a big advocacy piece for women empowerment. So thank you. Thank you for that.
Parang nakita ko nga din po yung reshared post niyo last. So medyo stressful ako that month because of that. But then again, ang sabi nga ng kaibigan, at least may na-open yung topic and na-open ng maganda, na-close then may resolution. So yun po. Happy to hear that.
Oo, laganap yan. Sobrang laganap yung topic natin sa Pinay by Commuters. Gusto ko lang i-share sa ating viewers. Yung isang Miss Jerry, yung nababasa ko sa Daang Hari ba yun? Yung nangaano ng boobs.
Yes.
As in yung chest, hinihikap. Oo, as in it happens guys na nagbabike lang si ate, tapos hindi naman siya skimpy clothes, as in ano siya, nice big shirt with sleeves and pants, tapos nagbabike lang siya, and then immediately this motorbiker, okay, yellow daw yung box sa likod. Sinabi, yellow yung box niya sa likod sa Danghari. And he gropes women sa breast. So, he passes by them, he gropes them, and then biglang he runs away. I think this has happened 3 times, Miss Jerry, tama ba?
Yes, but it's not only in Danghari. It happens to any intersection, stoplight like that. And ang pinaka-concern ko with the bike commuters is may mga stories from women na when they nung nangyari sa kanila yon, sobrang na disorient sila, na hindi nila alam na nakarating na sila ng bahay. And very delikado yon kasi pwede siyang masagasaan, pwede siyang mamatay, or it's to the extreme. So sobrang delikado yung ganun. So what we say always na as much as possible, let's be prepared for this. Hindi mo talaga siya maiiwasan kahit anong gawin mo, kahit anong suotin mo. Pag nakita ka talagang babae, may mga tao talaga na gustong mangharas sa'yo. But presence of mind lang parate na, pag nangyari yon, what do you need to do? Report to the police, make sure that you are safe, or, may mga ganong strategies na tinuturo sa community. And ayun nga, sadly, talagang may mga ganyang instances and nakakalungkot yung mga stories na ganun.
May tanong ako kay Jerry.
Opo.
Kasi, I'm sure as a bike commuter, most of the time, solo riding kayo, di ba? As like Noy does also solo rides. Hindi ba nakakatakot doing that in Metro Manila? Kasi I remember how when I was when I was a student pa in UP College of Medicine. So, minsan exercise, nag-walking, jogging sa CCP. Tapos, I remember na gawi ako sa bandang Coconut Palace na konting-konti lang pala yung tao. The next thing I know is somebody on a, I think he was na parang bicycle, was talang sinusundan na ako while I was walking. And then, talagang tinatanong anong pangalan ko, ganyan. And then, ako nagpretend na lang na hindi ako marunong mag-Tagalog. Sabi ko, I don't understand, I don't know, parang ganyan. Tapos, pilit ka lang ng lakad, ganyan. And on another occasion, may sumunod talaga sa akin all the way. Naglalakad lang ako to my dorm that time. May sumusunod, and then, nagsabi pa nga siya na, alam mo, dapat hindi ka naglalakad, ikaw lang mag-isa. Yung mga things like that. So, that's what I worry for our solo bikers and our
Yes.
solo commuters, di ba?
Yes. Actually, doktora, kung naglalakad, medyo mas delikado yun kasi mas mabagal yun eh. Pero pag nagbibisikleta kasi, medyo, kumbaga, may leverage ka ng konti kasi may speed ka. But, siguro sa mga ganyang instances, hindi naman po siya nakakatakot. But we need to build confidence to our bike commuters. Like, we have had 2 webinars already. We invited a lawyer to speak to us on what to do when these things happen. And we also had a coach, na jiu-jitsu coach siya, na nagturo sa amin on what to do, yung mga strategies na ganon. So, these things will help women toughen up and also be confident on the road. Like one example that the coach told us that, you need to, for example, assert your hand signals. Like, for example, may nakikita ka ng malapit, people responds to hand signals. So if you do like that, like stop, okay? And if they see that you're confident with what you say, like that, so medyo parang napapaurong sila ng konti. But we also had a good positive, in a way parang positive strategy siya of women. Pero dahil sinasabi ko na to ngayon, syempre naririnig na nila. Pero this is what
Okay
we
lang
do. Whenever we feel that someone is parang medyo parang may potential to na mag-catcall or may potential to na mambastos, okay? Uunahan namin sila na magsabi na, "Good morning, kuya!" Mga ganyan. So,
Yes, correct.
medyo parang nadi-disorient din sila na parang, ay, binati ako. So, sila din,
Or ay, tao pala siya.
sabihin nila na parang, ay, ate, good morning din po. Ganyan.
Yun na naman eh, parang
Oo, totoo yun.
Yeah. So, may mga ganyan kaming strategy. Tayo, may mga
goodness,
ganyan.
parang unahin mo na yung goodness kesa,
Yes,
parang,
oo.
para ma-return din sa'yo yung goodness.
Effective siya in fairness. So, ayun, ganun lang po, doktora. Talagang you have to, at saka, building a community and also seeing women like this, like all of you talking, like we're talking about this, it also builds confidence to all the cyclists na, it's okay to go out there because they're also out there and, there's nothing to be afraid. Like that.
Yes. Yung in relation to that, meron exact comment na talagang dun sa solo ride. Yun kasi yung pinakaunang bike vlog ko sa 3 months ago. So, solo ride lang ako to share imagine. Na parang may nag-comment, huwag mo nang gagawin yan, Eloisa, parang ganon. So, parang sa akin, parang ayokong limitahan yung sarili ko dahil lang sa fear na yung sa mga hindi pa nangyayari. So, parang yun yung unang nasa isip ko na kaya ko naman. And then, mas naniniwala ako na mas maraming good people than the bad people. Ganyan. So, talagang then, in relation to what Ma'am Jerry said, na kailangan mo rin, hindi ka din dapat magpakampante. Kailangan, you have to take precautions, you have to, tawag dito yung, what do you call that? 101.
Self-aware. Dapat aware ka rin sa paligid mo.
Yeah, yan sa paligid. And then, actually, pinabili ako, yung last year, pinabili ako ng, spray. Pero, hindi ko nagamit yun. Kasi, mas ano pa rin yung instinct, mas okay pa rin yung, yung pepper spray, hindi ko pa rin po nagamit yun. Mas ano pa rin yung instinct ko, and then yung, yun, don't let fear na, and then don't let anyone sabihin na hindi mo yan pwedeng gawin kasi babae ka. Parang yun. Yun yung ayoko lang. Yun. Parang yun.
Si Ariana may sasabihin yata. Yes.
Ako naman po, when I do long rides, kumbaga, you just have to, kagaya ng sinasabi ni Ma'am Jenny, you have to be aware. Ako sobrang defensive ako mag-ride. Like, it would be weird looking at me, pero I really keep looking left and right. Kasi nga naman, you can't be so kampante with how you're going out. Ako, I sometimes I do when I do long rides too, Sierra Madre din, ganyan. Pero nakakatuwa din na tawag dito, yun nga, you have to be doing, you have to do a lot actually eh. Signal ka, ganyan, tingin dito and there. Nakakapagod siya, but of course, syempre you just have to like train yourself to do that. And yun nga, not all people do it nga lang, pero hopefully soon talaga mas maging ano sila, vocal or kumbaga maging aware na they have to do stuff. Hindi lang basta bike ng bike. Kasi marami din ako nakikita na, well, newbies or commuters na parang yun nga, alam mo naman you can't ever rely sa mga motorist din natin. Bigla na lang minsan magka-cut and like that. So, parang yun, nakakatuwa din lang na, and I also see some people na they're very defensive. Kaya that's our, katayong mga babae, kasi kailangan natin maging defensive, especially when going out alone. Ayun lang.
Yes, but honestly, Ariana, we have to reverse this kind of mentality. We cannot, because the fact that we are doing all this safety precaution, it means there are still perpetrators out there, and we still need to call out them na wag na nilang gawin yun. Kasi katulad ko bilang bike commuter, bakit ko kailangan na mag-iba-iba ng daan para lang to be safe? I need to be safe on the road anytime I want to. So we need to push that back forward, na we need to push that forward and tell people na, stop doing this thing, because we want to just ride safely and ride happily, and we don't need to buy pepper spray and everything, and all
Correct.
sorts of things. It's sad. It's a very sad scenario, honestly, for us women. But yeah, we have to admit the reality na we really need to take precaution, but at the same time, we need to push that advocacy as well, na stop harassing us.
Stop it.
But
Stop.
again,
Stop it.
just to be equal, hindi lang naman din babae yung nahaharas, pati mga lalaki. Yun.
Yes.
Yun yung na-open na topic last year. Parang
Given,
kasi
given
bias
yan.
daw ng babae. But then again, if you research is women still yung mas
Mas
na.
madami.
Diba? Sa
Yes.
research yan, hindi ko naman basta sinasabi lang eh.
Oo,
Yun
hindi
lang.
naman siya absolute na parang, kasi may mga, sadly, Eloy, I'm sure nakita mo yan sa mga comments sa'yo, may ibang mga babae din na nagvi-victim blame sa atin. It's fun. I mean, talagang ganun ang reality eh. But talagang majority ng nahaharas ay kababaihan talaga. And we need, honestly, ito, let me tell you guys who are listening. You admire Ariana, you admire Eloisa, Coach Van, Doctora Marivic, you admire all the women in your life. So I'm asking you, please help us stop this harassment. Call out your male friends, and whenever they say something that very off, just think about your mother, your grandmother, your sister, your cousin, your female cousin, and tell them straight out, pare hindi okay yung sinabi mo, or pare mali yung sinabi mo. And for that, malaking tulong na yon sa amin, na hindi kami makakatcall or hindi kami mahaharas even online. So, I hope you help us in this fight. Women empowerment. We need men as allies. We need men as our partners. And alam ko marami kayo. Nakita ko sa comment yon sa post ni Eloy. Marami pa rin lalaki ang rumirespeto sa babae. So, kailangan natin paramihin yung tribe ninyo.
Yes, correct.
Definitely yes. Check.
Really, parang I wanted to stress yung sinabi ni Jerry regarding exuding confidence, or minsan gugulatin mo yung potential perpetrator na binati mo, ganyan. Because the sad truth talaga is that society's construct really ingrained in the mentality of many na the women are the weaker sex, as they would say, right? Kahit na how much we would really parang show them that there is equality among the genders, but sad to say, meron pa rin talagang people who feel that a woman is the weaker sex. And many of these perpetrators, yung mga criminals, mga ganyan, they do the crime, especially those na nag-harassment. It's because they feel empowered. That's their way of parang feeling dominance and power eh. Yun yung isa sa mga reasons why they actually do this thing. So I really want to stress to the women watching us now, and especially those in the road, whether biking or running or ganyan, you carry yourself with confidence, because number one thing that could sway someone or a perpetrator from doing you harm is when you show or you exude that confidence na he cannot overpower you. Parang ganyan. Kaya alam mo minsan, kaya kailangan mag-training, malakas ka, kasi minsan pag merong mukhang na parang minamaliit tayo being a woman, what I do is tatayuan ko yung bisikleta at power in and just go really fast and show them that you're not scared or something, or you can bike like a guy. So that kind of
Right, like a girl.
Right, like a girl.
Ganon. Minsan nga, tatabihan ko pa yung mga mga nagka-cut na ganyan. Hahabulin ko yan. Tapos yung mga jeep drivers na yan, hahabulin ko yan. At saka tatabihan at sasabihan, oy, ikaw, ayusin mo yung pagmamaneho mo. You don't have to be like that. But the bottom line, you just have to be confident. Yon.
Parang may gustong i-share si Ariana.
Yeah.
Parang may nangyari.
I was agreeing to Doc. Nagganong din ako.
Yes, ganun din ako. Kasi talaga, I look them in the eye and just say, no, no. As in, gumaganon ako.
Pag si Yana yung sinabihan, yari kayo. Si Yana yung hinamon niyo.
Sa dadaganan kayo ng bisikleta ni Yana.
Di nyo alam, maliit pero gabala kayo dyan. Iwanan kayo ni Yana. Anyway.
Small but powerful. Ganyan. Di ba ang dami nating sharing, kaya nandito talaga si Miss Jerry din, because yan ang kanyang advocacy, which is, ano nga ba yun, Miss Jerry, yung share with the road?
Share the road with her.
Yeah, share the road with her. So, male people as our allies, di ba? Please naman, help nyo rin kami na protektahan nyo.
Hashtag.
Kasi, yes, kasi, I mean, we're mothers, we're sisters, we're friends, we're cousins, and we're daughters. So, don't forget that. Guys, tao kami. Hindi kami poster na titingnan mo. We can actually talk, di ba? We actually feel. So, yun. Thank you, ladies, for such an... Ano ba? Akala ko one hour tayo. Tapos bigla.
Yes, hindi ka babae talaga si Karen.
Pero, di ba? I mean, the topics kasi is
Fruitful.
connected to each one of us. So, I'm so happy and glad na, di ba? Ang daming natutunan nila, Bryce, sa atin. Ano ba yon? O nga pala, may ask ako kay Ariana. Kanina pa sinasabi, Queen Piggy. Saan nanggaling ang
Sobrang fun,
nickname?
sobrang babaw lang ng story na yun. Kasi, people call me Queen of Thrills. I don't know why. Pero, kapag being a queen,
Oh!
and then I just love pigs. Oh my God, pigs are my favorite animals. So, parang lalalakutan lang. Oh, sobrang babaw, sobrang
Queen
corny
Piggy.
pero nakakatuwa na they also embrace that side of me. So, I'm grateful to them. I'm
That's so
grateful to them.
cute!
Buy her merch, Queen Piggy merch.
Meron na ba? Meron na ba?
Segway. Yes! Na gano'n. And
Oh.
bottles. Ang dami.
Oh, sige. Ayun, guys, meron naman palang merch si Miss Ariana. Also, don't forget to follow them in their social. Meron naman silang social media post eh. Ikaw ba, Ilaw, meron ka bang mga merch?
Wala pa. Pero may pa-sticker na ako soon. Yun po.
Yes. Ako meron akong hat. Meron
Yes.
akong hat.
So, yan.
So,
Coach
saan yun
bag.
yan? Swim, bike, run. Tama ba? Swim, bike, and run. So, pero mukha siyang alibata. So,
Yeah.
ginawa na. Pero ano siya, mukhang taong nagsiswim tapos nagbabike and nagra-run. So, yan. Yun.
Ganda.
Okay, before we end, last. Kasi ito rin tinatanong ng mga girls natin. Please, fitness tips and motivation, paano nyo ginagawa kapag kayo ay, ang tawag doon, nagkakaroon ng hashtag tamaditis? Or you feel lazy, diba? How do you tell yourself to go out, get out of there and train? Sino una?
Ayan, si Ariana Pro.
Sige, Ariana, go.
For me, the thing na naging top part ng list ko, kumbaga why on like how I overcome laziness, number one, is the people na I'm with. For me, yung sa Coach D mountain bike training school namin, my teammates, I love training with them. It's always fun. Kumbaga, nakakatuwa nga. I think people think na when we train, laging seryoso. But like when you get to know us more, puro kami kalokohan. So it makes training or it makes the experience parang hindi siya work, ganyan. I look forward to seeing them every day. And number two, well, cycling is my job. So, kumbaga, hindi naman sa wala akong choice na maging tamad. Pero kumbaga, I also want to really represent the country well, especially in competitions. So parang I feel like I do have a responsibility to train every day or to get stronger. Para naman, di ba, I could bring pride and honor to our country. And what else? Pag tinatamad ako, it's also actually changing your mindset. For me, I don't know if you guys have seen in social media, I've been posting a lot about being happy, feeling happy, that happiness is a choice, diba? And if you, even thinking like that, even happiness, training yan every day, na you have to get used to it. I know a lot of people, it's like their mental state and their emotional state, iba't iba yan per tao eh. But being an athlete, these are the things na nasa-strengthen natin actually. Kasi being in sports, it's not all about physical strength. Mental strength and emotional strength is also there. Kaya kumbaga, you have to be, wala talaga, you have to be strong in all of those aspects. So for me, my dad has trained me ever since I was young about yung pag sa ego mind or yung about meditation, like that. Kaya, yun, I feel very motivated every day kasi my mindset, I also changed my mindset. Kumbaga, if you want to win, think like a winner, act like a winner. If you want to get stronger, you have to be passionate about training or finding ways on how to get there. So, yun, you just really have to change how you think, change your perspective in life. And ang nakakatuwa pa doon na being in sports, ang daming hindi lang sa fitness mo ang magbabago eh. Even how you treat your daily life, on how you treat stress like that. So, very talaga siya, nakakabagong buhay. Kaya I'm grateful na I'm in this path and that I'm also grateful that I am able to share it with the people. And yun nga, especially sa mga kaklose kong tao. Kumbaga sila talaga yung nakakausap every day. And I know a lot of people suffer and as much as possible, I also want to try to help them. Kaya good thing na social media is a good platform to be open about those things with a lot of positive topics. Kaya, yun, making really the most out of it.
Yay, thank you so much, Ariana. I like that. That's so nice. Sino sunod?
Uy.
Sino?
Wait
Sige,
lang.
ako na po.
Si Eloy, wait. Magsasalita na daw si Eloy, pero pwede ba daw pa shoutout kay Roel Vlogs?
Hello! Shout out po kay Ruel Vlogs. Hello, ride safe always. Hello, everyone.
O yan na, masaya ka na. Okay. Sunod na. MTB Trail daw. Sabi ni George Imperial kay Ariana. Ayan.
Hello, George. What's
Hello.
up?
Sabi ni Yam David, ganda daw ng topic. Yay! Thank you, Yam. That's what we're here for. Alright, continue na, Miss Eloy. Eloy.
Hello.
Ay.
Yeah. So yun, sobrang ganda na sinabi ni Yana. Well, in an athlete's point of view, well, for me na medyo amateur level na
Ay,
cyclist
amateur
or yun nga.
talaga.
Totoo! Lalo na ngayon, di ako masyado
Sige,
nagtitraining.
fine, whatever.
But then, ayun nga, your question, ma'am, is parang paano pag nakakaramdam ng laziness, ganyan. Recently, ganon, But then ang I try yung routine ko na ginagawa is as much as possible I start na gumising ng maaga para makatulog ng maaga, para makagising ng maaga para makapag-bike. So very basic but yun yung ginagawa ko. And then I try din na yung cellphone ko lagi parang since last year nung nagka-pandemic, since parang prone tayo sa cellphone lagi yung hawak. Ang routine na ginagawa ko is pag 10:30 PM na may detox na ako sa phone. So para mas tawag dito kinabukasan, parang hindi ko na siya magalaw kasi may tendency tayo na galawin yun eh. So pag ini-start ko na ulit yun, parang kumbaga pag maaga ka kasing nagigising, you tend na mas maraming energy ka. So parang yung hindi ka na masyadong tatamarin. Whereas kapag late ka na nagising, aanuhin mo na parang ano na magagawa ko. So ganyan. Yung parang yun. And then what else? Ang dami na sinabi ni Yana na magaganda eh. More on yung routine na lang yung shinare ko. Pero totoo.
Thank you, Eloy. Ang dami niyong fans. Lalo na si, my goodness. Doktora, meron kang isang fan. Ano daw ang surname mo? Kaya't nilagay ko yung surname mo, inad ko na.
Baka magpapakonsulta yan.
Oo nga. Almonds, magpapakonsulta ka. Sige, okay lang yan.
Sure.
Kukunik kita kay Doktora Tan. Doktora, how about you? Please, let us know.
I speak from the point of view of a recreational athlete. Kasi unlike naman sila Mariana, who's a pro, and I think Eloy is racing off very often in the executive level sa road races. Ako naman, hobby lang talaga siya. Serious hobby, as I mentioned. So, as a doctor, an obstetrician gynecologist, sometimes I have emergencies, I have surgeries na talagang minsan nadi-disrupt yung routine ko, my training program. Minsan nga, it has come to a point na parang if I have elective surgeries, I try to do it na hindi na a-affect yung training program ko. And I adjust my work schedule around it. But because nga of the fact na I'm a full-time professional, I'm a full-time doctor, and then I have, of course, you have family pa, you have life, life happens, di ba? Minsan, aabot talaga ang time na hindi lang tatamarin, pero parang you're just too tired to train. Yon. So, I get into that a lot. So, I would like to parang borrow what Ariana said na I think happiness is a choice and it's very important that training is fun for you. So, na-experience ko kasi one time na after the world champs and I've been aiming for podiums in races, parang ganyan. So, parang nawala yung fun of training because there's that pressure of wanting to really excel even though it's just a hobby for me, parang ganyan. So, umabot ako sa point na parang the thought of going for training or doing the training the following day, para bang I get anxious now, will I perform well, parang ganyan. So then I realized na it's no fun anymore. Kaya now I really make it a point that although I want to put high quality training, I make sure it's still fun. So talagang yon, happiness is very important. And that's the reason naman talaga that we go into this activity, except probably for Ariana, who's a pro and has to bike as a job. Many of the cyclists or women cyclists out there, we do it because we want to be healthy, we want to have a sense of well-being, di ba? Parang ganyan. So, it's not good when you already think na, parang dinedread mo na yung having to train, na ayaw mo na siya, parang ganyan. Then it's not anymore productive, parang ganyan. So it's not anymore for your well-being. So as much as possible, keep it fun. For me, that's the secret. If I cycle, I make sure there's either I cycle with friends na I look forward being with, or we plan a route na sobrang exciting or something new, or what I do is I try, because I have a family also, so I try to make my long rides also like a vacation for the family. We meet up in the beach, parang ganyan. So that's mga little tricks.
Okay, yun na. Ako, hindi niyo ba tatanungin? Charot, joke lang. Hindi. Pero yung mga... Nako, ako ang queen ng katamaran, promise. Pero, parang sa akin kasi, yung sinabi nga ni Eloy kanina, na sabi niya, sleep early to wake up early, bigla akong gumano, no? Kasi, I sleep at 3 a.m., guys. It's bad.
Although getting lazy naman, I honestly, there's no problem with that. I mean, I do have those days. Pero if there are days na kumbaga I feel like it's too much, I kind of reward myself with food.
It feels good.
Reward yourself with anything, pero ako I love food. Kaya kumbaga if I feel na parang shucks, pagod, tamad, bibili ako milk tea. I'm totally happy na after. So parang ganun lang siya.
I love milk tea! I love milk tea.
Depende rin naman sa tao kung anong mo, yung body clock din. Or kaya,
Yeah.
diba? Depende rin naman. Ako lang talaga, mas gusto ko sa morning para mas marami. Depende rin talaga.
Yes,
Depende.
correct. Ako nakakaano naman ako. As in, you guys can see my Strava. It's full. Except for now because galing akong lagnat. Pero, what motivates me is the future. Like, the thinking about the future. If I don't do this will happen. 'Di ba? Parang, yun yung iniisip ko eh. Van, papagalitan mo yung sarili mo if you're not gonna get the results that you want. 'Di ba? If you don't get the results that you want, then, wag mo papagalitan yung sarili mo. Parang nasa sayo yun, 'di ba? So, ayun lang ang aking motivation. Iniisip ko yung future ko, 'di ba? O yan na, tama na to. Magto 2 hours na tayo. How are you, ladies? Thank you so much for coming and gracing my tiny live na medyo lumaki na kasi ang lalaki ng mga guests ko. Grabe, bigatin. Pati si... Nakakaloka. Ay,
Thank you
pa-shout out
for having us.
Ayan, Van Daniel
Of course,
Loren.
ulit.
Oo nga, may nagsabi kanina about the menstrual cup daw. Magkaroon ka na ng vlog, Eloy, sabi. Tapos, shout out kay Queen Piggy. Super idol ko si Queen Piggy. Ayun. Hi daw, sabi ni Van Daniel. Maureen Espinosa, milk tea is love, yes?
Bakit nawala?
Ikaw, Eloy? Mahilig ka ba sa milk tea, Eloy?
Oh my.
Ako mahilig ako sa milk tea. Ikaw, Ate Jerry, mahilig ba sa milk tea? Wala lang.
Hindi ako mahilig sa matamis.
Oh.
Pero just Coach Van, just a very short, sa pagdating naman sa isang bike commuter, ang amin talagang motivation is, ayaw namin mahawa ng COVID ngayon.
Totoo.
So dahil kami nagbibisikleta. But honestly, if you go to Metro Manila, very sad ang ating public transportation. That's why we all bike commute. And because we bike commute, we save time, we save money, and yung money na yon, yung iba nga, pwedeng bumili ng milk tea, yung iba pwedeng mag-upgrade ng, anything upgrade sa bisikleta nila. Although ako hindi pa ako nahahawa ng upgrade-itis. But marami rin ang namo-motivate sa ganun. Yung time mo pa lang na nasisave mo with your family and yung money na nasisave mo on commuting expense. Imagine ang mahal-mahal ng Grab. Yung kahit sa pagko-commute, yung oras na nauubos mo, it's a big deal for us like commuters.
Yes.
So, yun pa lang motivation na yun na bumangon araw-araw at magbisikleta papasok ng trabaho or sa palengke or anywhere. Yeah.
Correct.
Yes.
That's a very good motivation. Also, gusto ko lang rin
sorry.
Go
Sorry. Although,
ahead.
ang nakakatuwa din with bike commuting, I mean, it's a good thing kasi people are getting more aware of cycling na hindi lang din siya, alam mo yun, I think maraming parang, ano ba tawag dito, discrimination about cyclists. But now with the pandemic that happened, dumami yung nagbabike, so people are getting more aware. So nakakatuwa yung ganun kasi that's what we want eh. Kumbaga, cycling being mainstream para people could be aware na merong ganito. So of course, eventually in the future mas mag-educate sila na yun nga, we share the road and ganyan. So sobrang nakakatuwa. Kasi
Sobrang
I mean,
nakakatuwa.
yes, I mean years back I've been biking since I was 12. So hindi ganun kadami before, but now sobrang dami na. So I'm really thankful for that.
Laganap, as in, ubusan na nga daw yung bike sa mga bike shops.
Yes!
Lalo na sa
Ubusan.
MOA.
True.
And I think this is good kasi it's gonna be in the future of the Philippines na rin. Parang si Senator Pia Cayetano is already just pushing through the bike lanes talaga. Madaming push. BGC, di ba? BGC is really open with the bike lanes and that's very good. Yeah. In the future na yan, ladies. Nawala si Eloy. Na I think meron na siyang ayun na siya. Yay!
Alam ko na.
She's back.
Kailangan nawala pala ako, hindi ko alam.
Yes, nawala ka. Kasi nakastuck ka, sabi mo.
Okay. Yun nga sabi ko, kala ko, bakit parang nawala ako? Ganun. Anyway.
Ayun, okay, ayun. So you are back. Anything you want to add before we proceed to
Okay. I just
ending?
want to thank Miss Coach Van for inviting me po for this and then
It's me
Ma'am
to thank you guys.
Dr. What should I call you? Ma'am Marivic. What's your name, Ma'am Marivic? And then Ate Jerry and then Yana for having this conversation
Thank
na
you so
sobrang
much, girls.
good. So yun. Wala na akong i-add kasi sobrang dami ko na natutunan with this conversation.
Diba? Ang dami natutunan. Always remember, guys, that we have each other. Diba? You can always message each other. Ang dami-dami natin dyan. Don't ever feel alone. Diba? Tama, girls?
Yes.
Yes.
Right, like
Girl
girl.
power.
Hashtag.
Ride like a girl. Hashtag ride like a girl. Ay, wait lang. Off-topic
Happy
question, impossible. What happened? Kong TV fan. Hopefully, wag sana maulit. I support bikers talaga. Thank you, Roel. Thank you for supporting bikers.
Medyo na-off ako. Di ko rin. Happy National
Off-topic
Women's
talaga
Month.
daw.
Gulo din ako. Anyway.
Carlos De Guzman, makikidaan lang. Thank you, Carlos of Swim Bike Run PH. Thank you for coming.
Hi, Carlos!
Si June Kamen Rider Black. Watching. Hashtag Team Ariana. Yan. Diba?
Girl! Thank you!
George Imperial. Isang Iloy. Everyone. Bago mag-end. Oh, mag-iiloy daw. Paano
Hello,
kaya Iloy?
everyone! Niya, sorry.
Okay. Sabay-sabay ba daw tayo? Sabay tayo. Eloy, everyone.
Okay.
Pwede ba? Okay, ready? Get set. And
Hala, parang
go.
ang late ko.
Eloy, everyone!
Ano ba? Hindi ko na alam nangyayari.
Okay lang yan. Okay. May i-add pa ba kayo? Baka may mga tanong pa sila or mayroon kayong i-add, guys? Any parting ideas or questions? Greetings. Greetings. Parting words, please.
And kung mga magawi kayo dito sa Cebu, please get in touch. Let's go for a ride.
Doktora, I'm from Cebu. My father is in Guadalupe. So I'll visit you soon pag nakauwi ako. Yes. Opo.
How about you, Ariana? Any last parting words for our ladies?
I'd like to greet my my coach, the MTV fam, and all my fans, and of course, sa mga sponsors, and of course, for all the ladies, thank you very much for supporting this stream. Sobrang actually bitin ngayong, parang ang dami pa natin pwede mag-usapan. Sobrang bitin. But for next time, definitely magkakaroon pa ulit tayo. So thank you guys for supporting, and yun na, all the women, magkakampi tayong lahat.
Correct. Ate Jerry.
Ayun, happy Women's Month sa lahat, and sa lahat ng kababaikihan, that's what we always say. Please, let's all encourage one another, let's all help each other, and ride safe always. Ayan.
Yan, kababaikihan, guys. Kababaikihan, hashtag. Ride safe always. Dr. Marivic!
So again, thank you for having me. Bigatin masyado ang mga guests mo, Coach Van.
Sobrang perfect. Grabe.
I'm happy to be in the midst of all these wonderful women. And hindi lang naman dahil I'm an obstetrician, gynecology, but ever since talaga, it's been my advocacy, yung women empowerment. So, and women in sports is just one of them. So in every aspect of our life, let's try to prove to society that being a woman is not meaning that we are inferior or anything like that. So like everybody said, girl power.
Woo! Thank you ladies, thank you everyone for coming sa aking munting tahanan. Napakaliit ng tahanan ko. Don't forget to add Ariana and Eloy sa kanilang YouTube. Pareho sila po may YouTube channel. Okay, sub na kayo sa kanila. And don't forget sa Instagram. And I think yung kapatid ni Ariana is also trying to go up for lots of followers. Tama ba? On, yes. Support nyo rin po yung kanyang kapatid. And si Miss Jerry sa Pinay Bike Commuters Ladies, yes, add nyo po yung group na yon. Lahat ng mga pati sunscreen nandun, tinatanong kung saan binibili. Okay, add nyo. Hindi kailangan maging commuter, di ba? Tama ba?
Hindi natin napag-usapan skincare.
Yeah.
Abangan sa susunod.
Saka na yan. Baka may add kang skincare. Wala akong ma-add na skincare. My goodness. Tinan mo, meron lang akong sunspots kasi matigas ang ulo ko. Hindi, actually guys, kung napapansin nyo, wala akong makeup. Kasi actually, ang makeup ko lang is, yung concealer. That's it. That is the makeup that I have in my life.
Sana all.
Lipstick lang.
Ay, gusto ko nga matuto actually, pero wala akong patience. Okay! Yung skincare, we can do that in another time, di ba? Gawin natin next time. Okay ba sa inyo, Ariana, Eloy?
Yeah.
To Jerry? Sige. Dapat meron na rin tayong pangalan. Kickassery Group. Okay. Thank you so much for accepting my invites talaga. Sobrang tuwang-tuwa talaga ako. Grabe. Nung tiningnan ko na lahat nag-yes, parang, shit, kaya ko ba to? Parang grabe na. Parang sobrang pressured ako. Hindi ako makatulog kagabi, promise. As in,
Grabe naman.
4 AM na ako natulog. Grabe, as in, nandito si Eloy, tsaka si Ariana, champion. My goodness, diba?
Take care.
Bongga.
See you
Okay.
soon.
See you guys.
Sana magsa-vaccine na and everything.
Well,
Stay safe, ladies. Stay safe, everyone. Thank you so much.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good night!
End ko na. End na ba? End na.
See you.
Okay. Okay, sige. Bye, everyone. Sige na. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye guys. Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. It means a lot. Good night.